And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. And welcome to 2K Sports for another edition of NBA basketball. Brian Anderson with you, Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill joining us tonight, along with the fourth member of our team, Allie LaForce. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their rotation.
Yeah, they're missing a quality player. And we all know injuries are a part of the game, but they've got to make the adjustment.
So here's Portland's starting group. We've got McDaniels, and it's Meeks in at the center, locking down the middle. And for Brooklyn, we've got Bailey, and it's Phillips in at power forward. Still extremely early on, Grant. But talk about when coaches can tell if they've got it or not.
Well, unless you're a defending champion, a few games won't tell you much. What coaches are looking at now is how the players gel together and if they can produce consistent results.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Blackman. Here's Meeks. Oh, can't get it. Misses his first attempt. Here's Weber. To the paint. And Bailey gets it to go.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
Now here's McDaniels. 17 points in his last outing. Here's Meeks. Blocked. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Pass to Weber. And he drives in. Here's Doherty. Beyond the arc. He buries it from three.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now here's McDaniels. And that one is stuffed right through.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Down low. Oh, a great 1-2 punch. Beautiful pass and a nasty jam.
Nice one-handed jam. Simple and effective, B.A.
Hey, with the lead, I'm surprised he didn't come up with something a little more creative. Here's McCormick. Playing Utah, he was nearly unstoppable. Pass to Blackman. Fires the three. Sinks it from distance.
You don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. First quarter of basketball. Just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Oh, wow!
This guy is putting on a clinic for the people.
Yeah, I'm shocked. I can't believe he pulled that off in a real game. Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected Cam. Blazers trail by 4. Outside McDaniels. Pass to McCormick. Driving inside. Count it. Good.
Well, these are the plays he's looking to make every single trip up the floor. Very offensive-minded guy.
Here's Weber. Here's the three. Rebounded by Pickett. And first quarter, we're about 3.5 minutes in. Here's McDaniels. Pass to McCormick. Just 5 on the clock. Trailblazers got to hurry. Got to get up a shot.
He may give up a little size, but has the bounce to hold his own.
Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Here's Doherty. Rebound by the Trailblazers.
Oh, he will kick himself for that one. That was a tremendous opportunity. Right? Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
Here's Bailey. And they'll get another chance. Brooklyn, no good that time either.
Boy, defense has to feel fortunate there. That's one he normally knocks down.
Pass to Blackman. Portland moving it around. Pickett nails it from 3.
Some shooters might overthink a wide open shot. Not this guy.
Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. Break. Let's take a look at the teams that were the toughest to score against last year. Portland in second.
They made life hard on opponents. One of the best defenses in the NBA last year.
Nets trail by 3. Pass to Weber. Here's Bailey. McDaniels covering. They need this. Bailey's shot is off. The Trailblazers have gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Blackman. They set the pick. From downtown. That one no good. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 of 10 shooting the rock in this first quarter. Here's Weber. Yet to see a basket. There's the triple. Counted from distance.
These kinds of defensive breakdowns drive coaches crazy.
Pass to Blackman. Here's McCormick. Here he goes. 4 on the clock. Outside McDaniels. The three-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn has gone 2 for 3 from outside the arc. Here's Weber. In his last outing, 16 points for him. Pass to Doherty. There's a screen. And unable to get the go-ahead bucket there. And Portland's shooting a 45% clip from the floor. Here's Blackman. Launches a 3, fires in the triple. Blackman's got 6.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Phillips. Here's Weber. Tried to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark.
Boy, this guy has completely lost his focus. Nothing working.
And now the Nets on the break. Here's Doherty. And the finish on the break with the slam.
And you can tell they're in sync right now. Expertly turning the steal into fast break points.
Timeout called. Portland.
It's time, man. Here we go. Brooklyn zone. Team fight. Here we go, fans. Get on your feet. Get loud. It's time for team fight.
Both teams deciding to change it up.
Team fight.
Can you get electric cat ashes after it passes, or?
Here's Blackman.
How does that work?
He's got 6.
Oh, yeah. I'm going to do it now.
Pass to Galloway.
Yeah, like cremated ashes.
Again,
And,
the miss by Portland. The Nets have got 6 of 14.
I'm thinking about burying you already.
Scott passes to Fox. Here's Scott. McDaniels covering. Good ball
I just
movement
like
here
thought
by
about it.
Brooklyn.
Like,
Back to Brown.
what do you do? Like bury him in the back? Or?
The shot by Evans, no good. Here's right Foreman, guarded by Brown.
Ooh, putting on a show for the fans. Going up for the graceful reverse.
Oh, that had a little extra sauce on it, Grant.
My buddy. Because I want to do
They're
that.
searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
The rebound by Blackman. Portland leading by
They
3.
both talk this season.
Outside McDaniels.
Instead of mother.
No good on the triple.
Oh, bro.
Yeah, no, he usually makes you pay for that
GG.
range.
Oh, is that right? Oh, this is terrible.
Here's Doherty. 5 points in the game. The game now all tied up.
You're leaving him all alone? Good luck. He's going to drill that every time.
Portland has gone 3 of 7 from beyond the arc in the first. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Blackman from the arc. Rebounded by the Nets. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
Honestly, they were just outclassed in that one. We thought it would be a tough night for them. And it was.
Sometimes it's about the talent disparity, and it would have taken a massive effort for them to even be competitive, and it was nothing close to that.
And it's the Blazers with the ball. The Nets making their last shot. And the officials will call the illegal screen here.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
It is really difficult to get your feet completely set, to stay completely still. It's almost surprising to me that it isn't called more often.
And the Nets making a change here. Turner's checked in. Pickett, he's checked in for Portland. Edgecombe comes in for McDaniels. Here's Scott. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Timberwolves in Minnesota. Will not go. Misses off the front iron. Portland trailing here. Out to the right wing. Here's Galloway. Brooklyn pulls it in. Evans has got 4 rebounds now. Scott passes to Fox. Count it.
Hey, they're just getting pushed around inside.
1:52 left in the first quarter of the game. Pass to right Foreman. Here's Galloway. Here's Edgecombe. 8 points in his last time out. 6 to shoot. Back to Galloway to end the run. Scott with a rebound. Nets leading by 4. 1:21 left in the first. Here's Evans. And he makes it on the layup.
That's been the story of their offense so far. Getting a number of looks from point-blank range.
Portland's shooting only 39% in the early going. Here's Edgecombe. Over to the wing. The 3. Perfect night so far. 2 for 2.
Just great awareness. You know, you spot the man on the perimeter, you set him up with a great look.
Brooklyn's gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. Brown passes to Scott. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers. They defeated Utah in their last game.
They had a lot of breaks go their way in that game, and hey, they cashed in when they could.
Well, you have to capitalize when your opponent has miscues, and give this team some credit. Every time that opponent turned it over, they capitalized.
The score now all even.
Pick works well there, but the defense left a lot to be desired.
It takes incredible effort to stay connected to the hip of the offensive player. You've got to want to work.
And here's Brown. Over to the left wing. Shot's good by Scott. Scott's got 6 points.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Nets out in front, leading by 3. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out ahead in the second quarter. And let's take a moment to get your take, guys, on the scoring so far for the Nets.
They've done a great job establishing an more options offensively throughout the remainder of the game.
Yeah, and what an excellent display of passing in the early stages of this game. A good deal of their points coming directly off quality passes.
And it's Weber in at the 2. So that's the Nets 5. Here's Edgecombe. Shot clock at 5. Tries it from 19. Rebounded by Fox.
Oh, rising up from the mid-range, but doesn't exactly look confident about it.
Quarter number 2 and about a minute in. Pass to Weber. Lets it go from deep. Yes! And a nice assist from Fox. Weber's gotten his second bucket of the game. Here's Edgecombe. On the wing, Galloway. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. You see teams in college and high school run a lot more full-court press. Why is that less prevalent in the NBA doors?
Well, it's been less prevalent, BA, but all of a sudden teams are starting to push up in full court, understanding that if you can take 4 to 5 seconds off a shot clock with the shortest shot clock we have in the game, then that puts so much more pressure on the offense to execute.
And he makes a first. No good on the second free throw. Nets leading by 5. Here's Weber. It's rebounded by Edgecombe. Inside, Pickett, and the bucket counts, and he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Portland making a switch here. Bears checked in. Portland shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Brooklyn has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Brown passes to Weber. Now here's Fox from behind the arc. Oh, he missed it, making him 1 for 2 now. Here's Edgecombe, guarded by Brown. Ware the screen. Here's Edgecombe. Pass to Ware. Clock is at 3. McCormick. Again, the miss by Portland.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Second quarter play, almost 3 minutes gone here. Man, showing some terrific range. Weber's got 6 here in the quarter.
Well, you simply have to stay connected to him. His shooting stroke is that pure.
To the middle. Ooh, anticipated the pass. It's a turnover. Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
And this kind of play is only going to grow their lead, holding the other guys down on defense and converting on the turnover.
To the inside. McCormick, good.
Good execution. They're getting some short-range looks here.
Brooklyn leading by 5. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. This, of course, their first opportunity to play Portland this season. All right, let's use this time to check out the teams with the most steals last year. 4th, the Trailblazers.
And this is a team that takes great pride in being aggressive on the defensive end. They take good risk and know when to go after opportunities for steals.
Scott passes to Weber. They set the screen. Takes the 3. Rebounded by Pickett. Pickett's got 5 rebounds tonight. Pass to Blackman. Here's Wright Foreman. Here's Bishop. Brooks defending. Shot clock at 6. Fades back. Bishop, no good.
Boy, he's definitely covered well there. And we know he can knock down the fadeaway shot. Just didn't fall there.
Here's Scott. 6 points for him. Here's Doherty. Knocks down the long J. Doherty's got 8.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Pass to Bishop. The 3 is up. Weber pulls it in. Weber's got 4 rebounds now. To the paint. And finished off by Brooks.
And you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
Blazers trail by 10. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a...
He had a 21-point outing in their last game against Minnesota. Pure from 3-point range.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
One thing we've learned in the NBA, the game is never over. So you've got to continue to score, continue to build your lead.
And that one's good. Weber's got 10 points in the quarter.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. They should continue to ride the hot hand.
Timeout called. Portland. All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Well, technology is key for NBA growth. Commissioner Silver said we can now see where we lose viewers. For example, stoppages for replays. One way around that is creating technology that can instantaneously make objective calls like out of bounds. And in doing so, create a better pace to the game. Guys?
All right, Allie, thanks for the report. Here's Pickett. 9 points in the game. Here's Galloway. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Hey, you can't block it. Sending him to the line can be the next best thing.
Portland shooting their 4th and 5th attempts at the free throw line tonight. That one's off. Well, officials have never been under greater scrutiny. So development is key, Grant. And I read now they have a training app refs can use on their phones.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen the players leveraging electronics to train smarter. And it's great to see the officials making use of technology as well.
Hey, expanding his range. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Brooklyn shooting their first foul shot of the night. And that one misses. Blazers trail by 17. McCormick. Portland again missing.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
Controls the rebound and the putback.
That's great work on the glass. That kind of hustle play can energize your team.
Pass to Galloway. Clock at 6. Down low. It's stolen away. Here's Doherty. And he drops in the layup off the glass. He's got 11.
And guys, this is why coaches value playing with pace.
I think this is what we call, quote, running a team off the floor. They have been fantastic in transition.
To the wing on the left. Portland moving it around. Here's Blackman. 17 points for him. Last game against the Jazz in Salt Lake City. 2 on the clock. McCormick can't hit.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going. Keep working at it.
And the shot goes down.
And they're really rolling right now. That lead keeps getting bigger and bigger.
And one of the things that's helped that is they're getting it done on both ends. Terrific focus on offense, and they're locked in defensively.
McDaniels from long range. Sinks the tray. McDaniels got 7 points in the game.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And that one's good. Pickett.
Aggressive move in the painted area. Just make some things happen.
Here's Weber. 13 points in the game. And he didn't get quite enough under that one.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
Outside McDaniels. It's deflected. Here's Bailey. McDaniels covering. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Brooklyn shooting their second and third free throws tonight.
At the line. Doherty. At the line.
The first free throw is good. Brooklyn making a switch here. Brown's checked in. Portland making a switch here. Both shots good from the stripe. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for Portland. Timeout called. Portland.
And no doubt, coach wants them to improve their interior defense.
I think right now they're giving up way too many easy looks. That is a recipe for disaster.
Here's Blackman. He has 6. Hits a three-pointer. Blackman's got 9 points.
Boy, that's just inviting trouble. Defensively, you simply can't give him that much space.
Bailey, the pass to Doherty. And here's Brown. Five to shoot. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
Where the screen. On the take. Blackman passes to McCormick. And again, it's Portland with a 3.
Their defense has to do a better job of smothering those shooters.
Outside Brown. Ware covers. Pass to Doherty. This one for 3. Portland with a rebound.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Wright Foreman. Guarded by Brown. McDaniels, a screen on Brown. Here's Wright Foreman. Off target with the 3. Nets leading by 16. Inside. The shot by Brown, no good. Here's Blackman. Ware the screen. Driving to the basket. Pass to McCormick. Fires the 3. Hey, he's looking good so far. 4 for 8 from the field.
And what's working here? Each guy is willing to make the next pass.
And Brooklyn's shooting around 60% in the second. An excellent number. Right side Brown. Rebounded by Wright Foreman. Here's Portland now. They're on a 14-4 run. 51 seconds left in the first half of this game. Up top Ware. Still without a bucket. Pass to McCormick. Launches it. That shot, no good. Brooklyn leading by 13. And there's the drive. Doherty. Outside Brown. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
Personal foul.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
At the line, shooting for Brooklyn. Braun. Stepping the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Yeah, they're really cashing in more at the line here in the second quarter.
So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Outside McDaniels. Out to the right wing. Stripped it away. Here's Doherty. Oh, and the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And so it's Brooklyn, up 14 as we wrap up the quarter. They've been fantastic pushing the ball. Fast break points, a key to this lead. We'll be right back with you shortly.
Thanks for stopping by, y'all. First up on the show tonight, a quick look ahead of...
And taking a look at the Trailblazers, you can already see they have the makings of a good team, but they also have things to iron out.
Splitting the first two. And moving on now to that first half. Tough sledding so far for the Trailblazers.
Yeah, they're going up against some good shooters. Can't give guys room to operate. You have to crowd them, make them put the ball on the floor.
Sound recommendations from Dr. O'Neill. Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Nets leading by 14. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. We've got McDaniels, and it's McCormick in at the 2. Pass to Weber. Intercepted! Here's Pickett. Boom, he's locked in. Drains his 5th shot in as many attempts.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible, and boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Here's Doherty. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Doherty's got 12 points in the game.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Coaches loving the ball movement.
And the Nets shooting around 51%. That's a good number. Pass to Weber. Here's Doherty. And he scores it. Now 5 of 9 from the field.
He's been a steady presence for them. Nice to have that kind of safety net at the offensive end.
And we're about a minute and a half in the second half. Pickett passes to McDaniels. Portland moving it around. Meeks takes it up with both hands and rips it down.
Strong finish to cut into that lead a little.
Man, left no doubt with that one, Grant. And he's got his first opportunity at the line here tonight. And Brooklyn with possession here. Earlier they held a 23-point lead. And at home for the next game, it'll be Charlotte pulling in to face them. That'll be their second of a 5-game stretch at home. Taking a look back at last season, the team leaders in rebounding. Number 1, the Trailblazers.
Last year, this was a team that owned the paint. They were so committed to rebounding. And that's a stat you love to lead the league in.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
This guy is such a professional, right? Goes about his business in a highly consistent way.
McCormick, the pass to Blackman. The 3 is up. Nails it from beyond the arc. Blackman's got 12.
And they're rolling. 4 straight makes to start the second half.
Pass to Doherty. They set a pick. Here's Weber. To the middle. Powered down after the assist led him to the lane.
He's just an aggressive finisher there inside.
Hey, when you got bounce like that, you feel like you can take on anybody. To the left wing. Here's Blackman. He's got 12. Down low. Here's Meeks. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. 9 points in the game.
Boy, as strong as he's been, they're going to need him to continue shouldering the load to try to break through.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Weber. Inside. And it's Portland with a rebound. Meeks has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. McCormick, the pass to Blackman. Out left to the wing. And the deficit down inside single digits. Blackman's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
Pass to Weber. Here's Doherty. And here's Bailey for 3. McCormick with a rebound. Blazers trail by 8. Here's Blackman. 14 points for him. Pass to McDaniels. The 3 ball. Sends it home from three-point land. McDaniels got 10 points.
They couldn't have asked for a better start to the second half. They've been perfect from the field so far.
Here's Weber. 13 points in the game. And it's Doherty missing.
Boy, that's a case where he may have been too focused on answering back with his own 3.
Here's Meeks. That one's off. 4 for 7 in the game now.
But the defense hanging in right there, making that shot really difficult.
The offensive rebound.
Oh, you can see he's kicking himself for missing that open mid-range. That's right in his wheelhouse.
Here's Blackman. Pass to Pickett. Here's McCormick. Fires for 3. He can't get that one to fall.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
Right, he stays connected and great timing on the contest.
And the shot goes in.
He's pouring it on at a nice clip, and the rest of the team is stepping up as well.
Pass to Pickett. Here's Blackman. Again, the miss by Portland.
And that's exactly how tightly you have to guard him every time he steps to the arc. He's just that good.
Here's Blackman. 14 points for him. Outside McDaniels. Here's Blackman. Lets the 3 fly. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Nets leading by 9. To the inside. Here's Doherty. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist. Doherty's got 8 here in this quarter.
Scoring well this quarter. Picking up steam as he goes.
Pass to Meeks. Tries again. And he sinks the layup. Meeks has got 9 points here in the second half.
Boy, this guy has been a completely different player in this half of basketball. Incredible.
Here's Weber. 17 points in the game.
I love the throwback basketball. Work it down low and set up your teammate.
Blazers trail by 11. Pass to Meeks. Here's Blackman. To the wing, right side. And that one's good. Pickett. Pickett's got 16 points.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at them.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. And a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Brooklyn.
Well, the defense looks helpless trying to contain them in the open floor, and they've continued to exploit this advantage.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
Brooklyn leading by 8. Here's Doherty. He's got 18. Weber passes to Doherty. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Pass to Blackman. To the paint from the left block. And the basket by Meeks. 16 points for him.
I love his approach and attitude right now, doing everything he can to keep his team in it.
Doherty, the pass to Scott. To the right side. Here's Weber. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside McDaniels. Pass to Blackman. Pulls it. Tried to bank it in, but it misses. Nets leading by 12. Here's Doherty. Here's Scott. And the Nets, another three.
A dozen consecutive points off of threes. This defense looks rattled.
Pass to Pickett. Now here's McDaniels. Inside. Here's Meeks. And he goes in for the dunk.
Good heads-up basketball. Sees an opening and capitalizes.
Doherty, the pass to Weber. Three-pointer. And it's Meeks with the rebound. Meeks has got double-digit rebounds now in the game. Right wing. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. Blackman, no good. Brooklyn has gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Box for 3. And he can't get that one. And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. Trailing by 13. Right Foreman can't hit.
I'll tell you, that's one he typically will make. The defense gets away with one.
Pass to Fox. Here's Evans. Here's Scott. McDaniels covering. Here's Evans from about 19. Portland with a rebound. Pickett's got rebound number 8 now. Now McDaniels. Pass to Blackman. Back to Daniels. And there's a 3-second violation.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
46 seconds left in the third. Here's Evans. And that one drops for him. Evans has gotten his second bucket on the night. Blazers trail by 15. Here's Edgecombe. Outside McDaniels. Pass to Edgecombe. He shoots. Again, the miss by Portland.
This guy does not love to operate in the mid-range, and it showed right there.
Clark outside. Here's Brown. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult to overcome. It's the Nets, up by 15. And right after this, we'll bring you the start of the final quarter right here on 2K Sports. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And it's Scott in at the 3 slot. So that's the Nets 5. Pass to Brown. And count the basket. He was fouled, and he's going to the line for one more.
shooting for Brooklyn. Brown. At the line, one shot.
And Brown no good on that one. Blazers trail by 17. Here's Wright Foreman. Off target from outside.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
And he's going to the line for two. The official saw contact while he was going up.
15 seconds. At the line, shooting for Brooklyn.
First free throw is good.
At the line, 2 times.
And so he hits both. The Trailblazers shooting a solid 47%. Pass to Blackman. The three. Brooklyn pulls it in. Earlier they held a 23-point lead.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard. Yeah, just late help on the defensive side. I mean, just another breakdown for them.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
McCormick connects from downtown.
And he's coming off a huge performance, and his confidence couldn't be any higher. And his coach knows that, too.
Well, the best players, to me, deliver night after night after night. So as long as he's hot, keep riding it.
Pass to Blackman. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. Takes a step back. Here's McCormick. Count it. That's his 6th field goal in 12 tries.
Look at what he's doing here, and it's hard to imagine him playing much better.
Brown passes to Fox. McCormick with a rebound. McCormick's got 4 rebounds now.
Every player goes through this. When your shots aren't going down, it can ding your confidence.
Oh, good contest and the board. They're going to show that in the video, folks. That is too good.
Spins. Pass to Weber from outside the arc. He drops it from range. Weber's got 17 now, just in the second half.
Even though they have the lead, this guy keeping his foot on the gas pedal, I love it.
Here's Blackman from deep. Rebound Brooklyn. Evans has got rebound number 8 here already in the game. Here's Weber. Nice pass, nice catch, and a resounding dunk.
It's like he's doing pull-ups on the rim.
Looked like a schoolyard playground right there. Blackman passes to McCormick. Pass to Bishop. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And, you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort. And in some cases, you're talking legacy, you know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Thanks for that great view, courtesy of the AT&T Connected Cam. Timeout Nets. Start.
The most prominent man in the planet. Let's go. It's teacher time. Who wants a teacher right about now? That's right, man. It's time to make some noise. Put your hands in the air. Let me see you.
So both teams changing it up here. Brooklyn leading by 21. Here's Weber. Down low. Stolen. Pass to McCormick. 4-3. Brooklyn pulls it in.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
A little over 3.5 minutes in the books now in this fourth quarter. Puts up a deep 3. McCormick with a rebound. McCormick's got 5 rebounds in the game. To the middle. Here's Wright Foreman. Weber pulls it in. Brooklyn has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. Here's Doherty. Doors for teams looking to trade away a big money player. It seems the landscape is getting more challenging.
BA, to me, roster construction is one of the single most difficult things in this league. First and foremost, there are rules in place that restrict salary acquisition. The other piece of this is there are now second aprons in place. So it's not just roster construction. It's sustaining a quality roster over time and keeping that continuity. Success in this league is tough.
Here's Wright Foreman. Again, the miss by Portland.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Here's Blackman. Pass to Galloway. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Meeks. Their offense stone cold. Another miss there. Here's Doherty. Got it again. That makes him 8 for 15 for the night.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback. And nice finish by him.
Timeout called. Portland.
Nobody's really watching. Substitutions on the court.
And here are the Trailblazers now. Pass to Wright Foreman. Portland moving it around. Here's McDaniels. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Here's Doherty. And the three-pointer goes. Doherty's got 5 points now this quarter.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
To the wing, right side. It's 2-on-1. Here's Phillips. That one goes. Count it.
They've been a little soft with their defense on the interior.
And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Trailblazers. And you look at the different kinds of leadership, whether vocal or by example. Which do you prefer, Doris?
Well, I'm a greedy type of person, BA, so I want both. Obviously, a veteran who's been there and done that is going to hold weight with what he says. But your best players have got to also lead by example. Give me both types, BA.
And that one misses. A full line change here for Brooklyn. Good on the second one. Here's Brown. Brooks outside. Pass to Turner. Here's Scott. Marked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Now checking in for Brooklyn, number 33, Thomas Evans.
Portland has gone just 1 of 6 from downtown in this final quarter. McCormick, the pass to McDaniels. Pass to Meeks. And it's rejected.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Count that bucket.
When he decides he wants to take it to the bucket, it's really hard for anyone to slow him down.
There are usually 1 or 2 mid-season coaching changes in the NBA every year. Can those energize a team, Grant?
You know, B.A., we've seen it give teams a boost in the past, but only on occasion. Usually it's a last-ditch effort in a doomed season or simply just turning the page.
6 on the shot clock. Pass to McDaniels. Shoots over Turner and misses it off the right side of the rim. Brooklyn's gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Outside Brown. Brooks a screen. Brown passes to Brooks. Portland with a rebound. Meeks has got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. And that one's good. Pickett.
You know, his selectiveness is worth mentioning here. This guy is not forcing shots, and yet he is cooking.
Brown passes to Scott, the 17-footer. Portland with a rebound.
Oh, the defense very willing to live with that mid-range jumper.
To the inside, Meeks. Rebounded by Evans. Evans has got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Turner attacking and rejected. Inside, here's Pickett. And the layup is good off the glass. Pickett's got 9 points here in the second half.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
And the shot counts. He's fouled, and it's a chance for a 3-point play. And Grant, many of the newer rules have helped unlock offenses. Any need to help out the defense?
You know, I think the rules are fine, B.A. It's just about allowing defenders to do their job and limiting the cheap foul calls so they can stay on the floor.
Stanley's checked in for Brooklyn. Clark comes in for Turner.
Hey, when you start locking it down at the line, good things tend to happen.
Well, the Trailblazers shooting just 28% during this fourth quarter. Blackman passes to Pickett. Just outstanding. He hits again, and he's still a perfect 9 for 9.
Yeah, terrific work in the two-man game results in an easy bucket. That's how you do it.
Here's Scott. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Scott's got 7 points here in the quarter.
Even if they saw the step back coming, the defense didn't offer much resistance.
Here's Blackman, guarded by Brown. Here's Pickett. Buries it from 3. Pickett's got 25 points.
His three-point mechanics have been flawless. Get him a clean look from deep, and he'll bury it.
Scott passes to Brooks, and finished off by Brooks.
Well, you cannot put it in a much better spot than that. Wow.
And here's McDaniels. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 1:41 left in the fourth. Here's Blackman, guarded by Brown. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. And you think about the Defensive Player of the Year award. It tends to go to big men. Any thought of dividing the award into 2? Maybe 1 for perimeter players and the other for big men?
Absolutely not, Brian. What we need to do is consider that the single most important thing it is for your defense nightly is guarding the best point guards or wings in the league. And the voters have got to understand it can't only be about big men.
at first. Fox is checked in for Brooklyn. He does not get the second one.
Listen, it's only one miss, but it hurts all the same as they try to cut into this lead.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Nets.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Graham.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And this one concludes with their second victory of the year.
And they meet just twice, so taking the first meeting means a lot to this team.
Brooklyn has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Brown passes to Clark. Here's Scott. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. The Nets need to get off a shot here. They grab their own miss. Back to Fox. Fires from deep. Drains the triple.
They got a big lift from their crowd tonight, giving them the energy they needed.
What an impressive performance, to say the least. At this point, it looks insurmountable.
Here's McCormick. Tipped. Outside Brown. So we see the Nets taking the W here, showing that they're the far superior team. They win it going away.
I'll tell you what, give it up for their fans. They love to watch this team dominate. You best believe they're all going home happy tonight.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. For Allie LaForce, Grant Hill, and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson saying thanks for tuning in. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.